Well, I certainly think that everybody in Southern California should come to Figments. And the reason being is because we're a very unique theater company, and we are always very thought-provoking. We really try to push the envelope in everything that we can. We are not supported by major corporations. We are not a 501c3. So we 100% rely on our ticket sales and the supports of our patrons. But we do everything from passion, from love, and from the love of the art and from the love of each other. And the single mission in mind is to be able to entertain audiences, if only for an hour or 90 minutes or 2 hours, whatever the length is. We believe in being able to entertain audiences and have them just escape from the realities of the world. And Figments is a very unique, special project from a wonderful writer, a terrific, brilliant director, some wonderful original music, and some incredible performances by some of Los Angeles' most talented actors out there. So definitely should come out and check it out. Hello, my name is Sebastian Muñoz, and I'm the artistic director at Force of Nature Productions. And if you want to learn more about our brand new production opening up this weekend, Figments by Thomas J. Misuraca, be sure to listen to this conversation. Figments, I don't want to give too much away, but but the main element, it really follows a story of this troubled writer who has secluded himself in a cottage, in a remote cottage, so he can continue writing this new book that he's got. However, he keeps getting these strange visits from different people from his life, and throughout the course of the play, you're trying to determine whether the people that he's being visited are real or not. So that is the biggest question that the audience is going to have throughout the journey of the play, like who's real, who's not, and who's actually advising them and guiding them in the right direction. So I really love that guessing game. I really enjoyed Tom's writing because he's very eclectic. He doesn't just stick to one thing. He's really diverse, which really fits in a lot with our Force of Nature perspective. We don't just limit ourselves to one genre, and it just really fits very well. So whether it's comedy, whether it's horror, whether it's drama, whether it's short form or long form, we have events and projects for all those projects to fit in. So a lot of his work very easily fits in. So I know I can always pick up the phone, and if we have a project coming up, Tom will very likely always have something that he can submit that fits in very beautifully in for our night or for our event. I love all the actors are involved. The beautiful thing about this particular project is that every single cast member is brand new to Force of Nature. It's our first show with them. Coming out again from the pandemic, we had not done any auditions in quite some time. We've usually been filling up our shows from within our company and from within our membership. I think everybody was really hungry to get back, so we were very lucky that we were able to fill that in with company members. But for Figments, we really wanted to see new people and just audition for the company. And all these people just completely stood out. We saw an unprecedented amount of people for these auditions, more than we had in years past. And we saw some terrific, talented people, but these 4 performers that we're able to cast have just been sensational. We have David Tucker, Anish Chandak, we had Krista Conti and Celine Planata. And in the last couple of weeks, these guys have just, because they've only been rehearsing for about 7 weeks, they have just completely developed a bond that is beautiful and terrific, and they have a great synergy. So, and that really translates onto the stage. So when you see the performances, they come out very earnest and very natural. It's almost just like watching 4 friends perform rather than actors performing in a play. And it's been very unique and beautiful to see and to have them with us. Well, there's a lot of subject matters that take place in Figments that we're very excited to explore. There are elements of what happens when traumatic events happen in one's life. How does that affect us emotionally, physically, psychologically, the effects of that type of trauma, and mental health awareness, being present. And there's a lot of elements that happen. There's mother-son relationships, there are friends relationships, there's intimate relationships. So all these elements are part of the story, without giving away too much, that are explored here, and what can happen when it reaches really, really extreme circumstances. So there is some awareness. There is something to a big part to take away from a mental health awareness part of it that was very intriguing to me. And it's talked about, it's very relevant nowadays, but I thought this was a great way of exploring it in a way that was that doesn't choose sides, is very in the middle, and it just presents the story and lets the audience think for themselves rather than to pick a side or be very specific or drive the audience in a certain way. So there's a lot of beautiful elements in it, woven within a beautiful comedic element, so the audience is still able to enjoy and disappear into this universe while still being very thought-provoking in the process. Well, I certainly think that everybody in Southern California should come to Figments. And the reason being is because we're a very unique theater company, and we are always very thought-provoking. We really try to push the envelope in everything that we can. We are not supported by major corporations. We are not a 501c3. So we 100% rely on our ticket sales and the supports of our patrons. But we do everything from passion, from love, and from the love of the art and from the love of each other. And the single mission in mind is to be able to entertain audiences, if only for an hour or 90 minutes or 2 hours, whatever the length is. We believe in being able to entertain audiences and have them just escape from the realities of the world. And Figments is a very unique, special project from a wonderful writer, a terrific, brilliant director, some wonderful original music, and some incredible performances by some of Los Angeles' most talented actors out there. So definitely should come out and check it out. I first met Tom way back, I want to say it was 2012, 2013, when he was doing staged readings of Geeks the Musical. And my girlfriend participated in that. She played Carrie, the lead in that. And I kept seeing and going to this readings, and I kept seeing the development of it. And it was just such a fun concept. And I really loved his approach, his comedic timing, and just his passion for what he was writing. So from a personal perspective, but also all the comedic elements of it and the relationships that he wove in and out of that script. And then consequently went into production, and I auditioned and I participated in that. So I was part of Geeks the Musical, and we just developed a great friendship. And I've always been a big fan of his work. I ended up reading more of his works and being familiar with it. And eventually I started directing his work, and now we've developed a great collaboration, producing and directing his work, and it's just been a wonderful, wonderful friendship, both on and off the stage. I'd just like to mention that working with Tom Misuraca has just been a wonderful gift. Our friendship is something I really, really value, and his talent is something I'm a very, very big fan of. So to be able to constantly collaborate with Tom and work with him is just a gift. And I think people always come out of all of his plays feeling moved and inspired and feeling happy, because there's always an element of life and happiness within his stories that just it starts on the page and it just comes across on the stage. And we're just very fortunate to have that opportunity to work with somebody as talented and as prolific as Tom. And what better way to do something that you love that with your best friends and people that you really care and cherish about. So definitely come out and check it out, because you're going to really see a lot of love, a lot of passion, and something that's going to keep you guessing. So you will be busy, and something that's going to be very thought-provoking. So you're going to get all that rolled up into one bundle of 95 minutes of fun at a theater in North Hollywood. Hello, everybody. My name is Sebastian Muñoz. I'm the artistic director at Force of Nature Productions, and I'd like to invite you all to come out and experience Figments, which is Thomas J. Misuraca's brand new original dark comedy in North Hollywood, California. You won't want to miss it. Hope to see you there.